Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to a game that has the potential to be a real cracker. Both teams will be keen to make a strong start here, especially given that conditions are set to deteriorate as the match goes on. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Saudi Arabia. Well, that was impressive. Match that. Iraq have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-lying defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
So that's got things underway. That's really well manoeuvred.
Saleh Javier really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Brilliantly cut out. Turns and goes back, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Chance here to counter. Abdul Hamid. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, good spread. Wins the duel this time. And it's Abdul Hamid. Abdul Hamid is flagged offside. Moved on forwards. Cuts out the pass. Proves too strong. Out to the left it goes. And that was very necessary. There will be a throw-in. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass is intercepted. Out to the right. He can run onto that. Abdul Hamid. Aim forwards. In with the challenge. Abdul Hamid. And it's played forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled. There's the shot! That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Strong running down that left flank. And here's the chance to counter. Knocks it out wide. Delivered a... Up he goes! And another try! And it's a goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Iraq leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Iraq are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Shot a goal! Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's well done, really robust. You have to say that... Real chance! He has done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Iraq are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, here is the rain we were told to expect. It's run loose here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Abdul Hamid. Shot, surely! They've done it! We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Does really well to win the ball there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Played back in. Can he latch on to this? Bullish header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Saudi Arabia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a good run down the left. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Aim forwards. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Moved on forwards, and they can counter here. And it's played forward. He's on it, can he get away? Saudi Arabia have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Clearly not happy with that. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Saudi Arabia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Hangs in across.
Saudi Arabia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it. I think that's happened in this case.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tries a measured ball, and he's got his cross in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Iraq making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. I think we're just about done here. Nice physical challenge. He'll try to keep this alive. And now the breakaway.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Abdul Hamid, who's set up 1 goal so far. 4 added minutes on the board. Iraq have reclaimed it. Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. So there's going to be another change here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone direct. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Iraq pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?